So again, I made a video a little earlier, a couple years ago, called Financial Polygamy. Today I decided to make Financial Polygamy Part 2. I want to break down a little bit deeper and get a little bit more in detail about how the banks work and how, comparing it to real life situations. So one thing that I was talking about in the last video, I was breaking down basically what the banks like to see when offering different things, when in terms of getting car loans, in terms of getting different things, whenever you're trying to get a house or whatever, what they're looking for, you feel me? So basically what makes somebody a strong credit profile is the same thing that makes, again, a man a attractive man to women. For a person to be able to get multiple loans, they would be able to have the track record to be, not necessarily just track record, but also the credit profile of you being able to afford these car loans. And for you to be able to make the payments based off of your past, how you move, this all is what they looking at based off today. That is what stands and makes expect to get all these different things in life, and you ain't set up straight. Strong 740. So you do have credit cards that you always never been late on, you never missed a payment on, and you've had age with these credit cards. So you've been dealing with these credit cards for 5 years, you never missed a payment, and you utilize these credit cards as well to the best that you can. All of these different terms that I'm saying and right now that I'm using, again, just look at it from the aspects of a man that, what is your track record of when somebody asks, a woman asks a man like, hey, what happened in your last relationship? Why didn't it work out? Or if it did work out, or what was your role? What role did you play? What did you do? How did you hold it down? It's the same mindset. So if you can carry over this mindset and kind of just look at it like that, like the woman who's gonna talk to a man, or the thing what they looking at in a man that is capable, based off of the record of, the last woman he talked to, they may not have worked out, but he still was supportive. He still was there for her emotional support. This is the same aspect of, what you should expect, how the banks view people when trying to approve for different things. Breaking it down and really thinking about it from a easy break it down way is credit. The root word of credit comes from credibility. So the bank, they use these words on purpose, and it's basically a breakdown of how they see you, what they think about you, what's your credibility. Do you have good credibility? Do you have bad credibility? Do you have okay credibility? Is it average? So the credibility of you being able to pay somebody back, whoever this is, that's really just a mental breakdown. And if you can understand that moving forward, you always want to put yourself in a position that when you get things, you need to make sure you pay it back on time and stuff like that. So they kind of break this purposely by not teaching us these things, because if they don't teach us these things, they'll be able to implement the systems on how they work. But if everybody was able to get taught and knew about good credit and how to get it and how to fix it and how to make it better, it wouldn't be a thing for them to have better interest rates and stuff like that. Just like if anybody could get a girl, it wouldn't be dudes that would be mad that he don't have a girl, or sad and depressed and somewhere just mad about different things and stuff like that. So about, just how I think about all this stuff. And, one thing that tie into whatever you want to do in life, whatever mindset you got to start talking to people and surrounding yourself with people who are somewhat similar to you. So what I mean by that is, you feel me, if you think a certain type of way, you want to go to certain type of places, you want to do certain types of things, you have to put yourself in a position to where these people kind of are similar. What I mean by similar, I mean similar in mindset. Like, we don't have to do the same things, we don't have to have the same lifestyles, we don't have to have the same occupation, but we do have to be in the track of wanting to have the same goals and admirations and aspirations. You can surround yourself with people who is goal driven as you, because one thing I realized about people, around a lot of different people, good and bad, and what I realized is that the people who are kind of like doing negative things, people around them things together. Then the people who have things together, the people around them have things together. So then I took it to a higher level. When people be like robbing stuff, the people around them rob. Like, that's the science that goes around it. When a person goes out to eat and be like, going to golfing events, they be like, hey, I'm going with my dentist friends. Salespeople, hang out with salespeople. So what I'm thinking and I'm just realizing is that, like, as you are trying to figure out different things, one of the ways on how you can figure out about yourself is doing a deep investigation of who are the people around me, what are they into, how do they influence me, what can they do to make me better, what can I do to make them better. This should be your whole mindset and game plan. Like, everything is done purposely the way everything is set up in the world right now. Everything is done purposely. The reason why people is broke is on purpose. The reason why people is rich is on purpose. And we all got access to the same stuff. However, they got us very distracted right now. Or the whole thing about distracting us right now is they want us to be very confused about everything that's important. They want to teach us garbage in school. They want to put us around garbage. And this is my proof. And I was talking about this earlier. I said, you realize how the nice restaurants are set up and the location and the placement of the nice restaurants, they're always put in places where there's nice other things, such as nice houses, it's a nice neighborhood, it's around maybe a Starbucks, around this, around that, it's always this. Then you go to the bad neighborhoods, it's liquor stores, it's all of these. McDonald's is set up, it don't have certain things. If you go to the McDonald's in a nice neighborhood, they got playhouses for the kids. So what I mean by all of this, you should always do and have like me, I have a real big emotional and social awareness. When I go into a place or I go into a room, I'm very aware of how people feel, how people are looking, how people are acting, and just you can just tell on like a spiritual energy of like how people move. And what I mean by that is, like, if you go into a very, 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 very nice neighborhood, just randomly drive there, go out to eat, and just don't pay attention to like nothing that you got going on, but look at how everybody in the room is just looking. Like, look at how they, like, a couple is talking to this couple, and just pay attention to like the mannerisms of how everything is going on, like how everything is productive. Everything is systematically set up that way. But sometimes if you be somewhere where you're not supposed to be, you will see people doing things that they're not supposed to do. And this is just the mind and the idea of how people think. Like, this is not always guaranteed. If you go to the hood, something don't happen to you or nothing like that. I'm not putting that out there, but I'm saying this is how the average person who maybe be in this area, this they thinking. And the people who are in bad neighborhoods, they think that if they go to the good neighborhoods, the police is gonna bother them. That's purposely done. We have to do a better idea of understanding that, like, if we put ourselves in certain positions, we are in full control. That's why me personally, I speak about the credit and stuff like that. And hey, yeah, you look, follow me, look, check me out. Look, if your credit messed up and you need to try to get a house, you need to try to get a car, you need to try to get your baby mama a car, try to get your baby daddy a car, try to get your mama a car. If you trying to get anybody, anything, a house, whatever you're trying to do to improve your life, and you need to improve your credit score, you need to DM me today, okay? Right now, today. I'll get on a call with you, or somebody will get on a call with you, and we will get this taken care of. You deserve a new house. You deserve a new car. You deserve a new life. And in 2025, that's what we gonna do.